Hi guys. So in today's video, we're going to be solving problems, random problems involving surds. Okay. So the problem we have before us says 4 roots 1 over 32 minus 2 roots 1 over 8 plus 3 roots 1 over 2. We should simplify that. So this is simply going to become 4 roots 1 over, now 32 can be broken down into root 16 times 2. Then we have 2. This can be broken down into 4 times 2. This can be, okay, this is already in the simplest form. So now what is root 16? Remember that the square root of 16 is 4. So I can take 16 out of this square root and it becomes, so I'll be left with just root 2 here. So 16 is 4. The square root of 16 is 4. So remember, of course, this is a fraction. So that means it's going to go beneath the 4 outside. So this is now going to be 1 over root 2. While this is, of course, this is also the same thing. The square root of 4 is 2. And that means 2 is going to come under this 2 also. Then I still have 1 over 2 here. And then I have what? 1 over 2. So that's it. Now, of course, this cancel out. So this is going to, I'm going to be left with what here? 1 over 2 inside the square root. This is going to cancel out 2. I'm going to be left with what? 1 over 2 in the square root. And this is 3 square root of half. Of course, these guys are going to cancel out. So I'm simply left with 3 square root of 1 over 2. Now, with what we have here, this is still like, remember the square root of 1 is still 1. So I can say that what I have here is simply 3 over square root of 2. I'm sure you understand that. But like I said earlier, we don't want to have surds in our denominator. So we simply do what? Rationalize the denominator. And this is simply going to give me what? 3 root 2 over 2. So that is my final answer when we simplify this expression. So see, the next question is this. We have to simplify this. Now, okay. So what am I supposed to do here? This is 7 all over 5. Then I have root 1 minus 1 over 50. So we have a fraction inside this square root. So I can simply try to make it a single fraction. Okay, so to make it a single fraction, then I'm going to get this. This becomes the LCM of 1 and 50, of course, is 50. So this becomes 50 minus 1. Then this is going to be 5 roots. Of course, that's not going to give me 50 minus 1 is 49. So this is 49 over 50. 7 over 5. Of course, 5 times 7. Because the square root of 49 is 7. So then what I'm left with now is root 50 underneath. Okay? Yeah. So I want to bring it to this point. This is now going to be, it's now going to be 7 over 35 divided by root 50. Yeah. So I can break this down. This is 7 here, 1. 7 here, 5. Now, root 50 can actually become, okay, this is 1 over 5 all over the square root of 50. Now remember, root 50 can be broken down to root 25. So this becomes 1 over 5 root 25 times 2. And that's going to give me what? 1 over 5 over 5. The square root of 25 is 5. So it's going to be 5 root 2. Okay? 5 root 2. So then this is now going to be 1 over 5. Now these 5s can cancel out each other. And then I'll be left with 1 over 1 over root 2. Okay, so this is simply going to give me root 2. How did I get that? It's 1 divided by root 2. Of course, I have to change this to multiplication and it becomes 1 times root 2 over 1 because you have to flip the other side. So our final answer is root 2. So then the final problem we'll be solving is this. The question says express this in the form p root 5 plus q root 5, where p and q are rational numbers. So they want us to express 1 over root 5 plus root 3 in that form. So I'm simply going to just rationalize the denominator. But remember, I'm going to be multiplying by the conjugate. So as you can see, I'm using the negative sign. So this times this, everything at the top is simply going to be root 5 minus root 3. Then what we have under this times this is going to be 5. This times this would give me 5 times 3, which is 15, so all in a square root. While this is also going to be plus 5 times 3. Then this times this will give me minus 3. So this is root 5 minus root 3. So this would cancel out. So I'm left with 5 minus 3, 2 in the denominator. So now this is like saying we have 1 over 2 root 5 minus 1 over 2 root 3. So as you can see, we have the stuff in the form of p root 5 plus q root 3. We have it in that form. So we can say that in this case, p is half and q is minus half. So that is it. So this is actually the final answer in this case. All right, so see you in the next video.